Welcome to our Introduction to Hypothesis Writing. So, what is a hypothesis? A hypothesis is what we think will happen in an experiment. Before you write your hypothesis, you want to know the problem or question that you're trying to solve. The hypothesis is important because it helps us frame the experiment and it highlights the dependent and independent variables. When we write our hypothesis, we want to make sure that it is 1, clear and concise, 2, testable, and 3, follows an if-then format. When I say that the hypothesis should be clear and concise, what I mean is that the hypothesis statements should be easy to read. They should be short and understandable. A good guideline for a clear and direct hypothesis statement is to aim to keep the hypothesis around 20 words or less. An effective hypothesis is one that can be tested. The hypothesis should frame our experiment, and the experiment is the test that will tell us if our hypothesis is correct or incorrect. The hypothesis must be worded so that it can be tested in the experiment, and it must include both the independent and dependent variables. All right, lastly, the hypothesis statement should be framed in an if-then format. If we change something, then this response is going to happen. The if is the thing that we change, our independent variable. The then is the dependent variable, what we will measure, what responds to the independent variable. All right, so remember that we need to have a problem statement or question before we begin our hypothesis writing. Our problem statement is that my roses are currently not producing as many flowers as I want them to. And our question is, will changing the liquid I use to water my roses cause the rose plants to produce more flowers? Remember that we want our hypothesis to be clear and concise, testable, and follow the if-then format. For example, if orange juice is used to water plants, then the rose plant will produce more roses. This is clear and concise. We can test it by setting up an experiment, and it uses the if-then format. All right, so there is a lot of information to unpack in this video. Creating a well-written hypothesis can really take some practice. So remember to go through the readings and practice problems, and reach out to me if you need some extra help and support. I want to thank you again for watching this video, and we will see you next time.